This officer-involved shooting resulted in the death of Jeffrey Allen Martin. Martin was 38 years of age at the time of his death. Around 9:30 p.m. on April 18, 2023, a JSO police officer working off-duty at Baptist Medical Center South was informed of a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot by hospital security. The officer observed Martin driving a white Chevrolet Impala for more than 10 minutes in continuous loops in the parking lot. Finding Martin's driving behavior suspicious, the officer called for other officers to assist. Several patrol officers responded to the parking lot at Baptist Medical Center South. One officer got out of his patrol vehicle and verbally commanded Martin to stop his vehicle. Rather than stop, Martin rolled down the driver's side window and yelled, "Shoot it," while holding a gun in his hand. Martin drove past the officer and then fired a round at the officer's patrol vehicle, shattering a window. That officer reported over the police radio that Martin was armed with a gun. In an attempt to stop Martin, one officer attempted a pit maneuver, but was unsuccessful. A pit maneuver is a tactic by which a pursuing vehicle forces a fleeing vehicle to turn abruptly and come to a stop. After the failed pit maneuver, Martin rammed his vehicle into the back of a patrol car. Martin then collided head-on with another patrol vehicle, curbing and disabling his Impala near a stop sign. With Martin still inside the vehicle, officers blocked Martin's car in place and prevented it from moving any further. The 5 shooting officers assumed positions around the car. Officers had firearms drawn both on the driver and passenger side of the Impala. They yelled loud verbal commands to Martin, instructing him to get out of the vehicle. Martin remained in the Impala. Then an officer on the passenger side of Martin's car moved toward the rear passenger door. Martin fired a round from inside the vehicle. This bullet broke through the back passenger window, striking the officer in the face. Immediately after Martin fired his gun, all 5 of the surrounding officers shot into the car. Martin died on scene from his gunshot wounds. The first video you will see is a portion of footage captured by the first arriving officer's body-worn camera. This officer commands Martin to stop his vehicle. Driving past this officer, Martin tells him to shoot it and then fires a round through the window of the officer's patrol car.
I'm going hot. I want to keep you on, but in my pocket.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's good. Good.
Stop your car. Stop your car. Stop your car. Stop your car now. Shoot it. He's got a 0. He's got a 0. He's got a 0.
Shit, we just had gunfire in Baton.
Shots fired.
This next video is a portion of footage captured by one of the shooting officer's body-worn camera. The footage shows Martin ram patrol vehicles and refused to stop in the parking lot. After Martin crashes, the officer gets out of his vehicle with his gun drawn. He runs to the driver's side of the crashed Impala and repeatedly yells at Martin to exit the vehicle. When Martin fires a round from the vehicle, this officer fires his weapon at the Impala.
Do y'all know if he shot out the windshield or anything like that? He shot my side window of my patrol car. I need to know where everybody else is if I'm gonna ram him. Sorry, don't want to probably. I'm on my SUV. The only JSL car you have here that's not marked is a black Fusion. I'm not anywhere near you. I'm on the other side of the parking lot. Right, I'm talking about other people. I ran him, so I got other people up here. 26.
I'm pulling in the parking lot now.
Alright, head towards me. I'm up front.
What is the suspect vehicle? White SUV? What kind?
The one Chevy 4-door sedan. Talk to the windows. One that just turned left that you're driving after.
All right, I see it. He's still circling. His speeds are about 25, 30. We're gonna pit or ram it.
I ran the slow-mo. I'm coming back around again. Hey, whoever I just pointed down that road, he's coming up behind me now. Hey, he's coming up behind me fast. Move out of my way. I think he's trying to get me. Is it right here? Where'd he go? Pulling out the parking lot. On Main Street, my lead. Going on the road behind the hospital, looks like.
Patrol, hey, Impala, he's right behind you, Impala. He just ran another police car.
He just ran me from behind. I need to take him out.
Coming back toward ER, coming back toward PZR, stand by. Front block!
Cornell! Out of the fucking car! Got something in his hand! Got something in his hand! Down, Cornell!
Shots fired! Shots fired! I think he's down! I see his head! I think he's down! Hey! I got him over here! Bring the officers over here!
Next, you will see a portion of the footage captured by the body-worn camera of the officer who Martin shot. This officer approaches the crashed Impala on the passenger side with his gun drawn. When the officer gets within arm's length of the rear passenger door, Martin fires a round from the interior of the Impala. The officer is struck in the face by the bullet and immediately returns fire into the Impala. This officer then calls out to his fellow officers that he has been shot.
Get out of the car now! Out of the fucking car! He got something in his hands! He got something in his hands! Get out of the car now! I've been shot!
Get out of here! Come on!
I've been shot! I've been shot! I've been shot!
Right, buddy.
I've been shot in the throat! Give me in the shot!
Need rescue! Need rescue!
Where you at? Shot in the throat.
Hold it, buddy. Hold it.
Hold on.
Under crossfire.
I got it, buddy?
Finally, you will see a portion of the footage captured by another shooting officer's body-worn camera. This officer also approaches the crashed Impala on the passenger side. When Martin shoots from within the Impala, this officer returns fire. From this officer's vantage point, you will see and hear Martin fire a round from inside the Impala and the officer fall to the ground after being hit.
Get out now! Get out!
I've been shot!
Get out of here! Come on! Come on! Get over! Get down! Get down!
rescue, need rescue. We got in the throat.
Crime scene detectives processed the Impala for evidence and located Martin's 9mm handgun under his leg. Additionally, investigators located 4 spent casings inside the Impala. When detectives searched the trunk, they discovered an AK-47 with 3 fully loaded magazines, amounting to 90 live rounds.